Al pie del Ávila majestuoso, a 920 metros sobre el nivel del mar, en un valle de verde geografía que se abre de este a oeste, surge Caracas, la capital de Venezuela.
And now, our feature presentation.
You are watching a master at work.
Go get some!
Sorry about that. Microphone check. Fellas, it's game day, motherfuckers, because it is another episode of Straight Outta Nation, because we're going to bring the thunder and lightning on this Thursday tailgate. I know y'all thinking, because it is like a big, huge, important game, is do or die situation. Now I know that I have issues on the microphone, but we can still pretty good right now. So how you guys feeling this Thursday? Because I know you're feeling with a Thursday feeling, because I know it's game day, motherfuckers. And we are ready to rock and roll, because I know it's not going to be truly easy against Denver Broncos, because I know Denver Broncos, as known as the Denver Donkeys, they're still together at the first place of the conference, along with the Chargers, Chiefs, and then the last place is on. Because I know it's the game night. The game day is already here for the week number 10, which is the Thursday night football at 8:15 p.m. And I have some bad news to provide to everything. I will not provide the play-by-play between Las Vegas Raiders versus Denver Broncos. So I'll provide like the post-game tomorrow at morning and at 11:30. I just wanted to realize there's another episode coming out there for the Comic Club, which it getting involved with the complications. Yep, the complications of the UFC, the new home, and the gambling controversy. Yep. And you know what that means, our fellas? Because I just wanted to tell you, do we have any hope of winning tonight? Because I know some of those fans that were really, really down. Yep. They're really down at that team. And I don't think we just stand a chance. But maybe others in this category can serve the hope for tonight's game. I don't know. Because I just wanted to see improvement buildings on the last week game. Because I know that some of those persons, they're fully expected by taking an L. But I'm looking forward to get everybody else. But I know I'm going to cross my fingers because we're due for a win and they're due for a loss. I mean, hopefully our dumbass Rocky Whitehouse don't blow for the critical situation. And can Mustard play wide receiver? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. Because the only hope that we are in least competitive, almost zero chance to win. Spread is like 10 points and we're unlikely to really outscore them, even if we had decent defensive game. And their defense is going to be humiliate Gino, unfortunately. Because, to be honest right now, the way the Denver jumps on the ball for picks is going to be rough with Gino starting down receives. Plus, it's going to be really sack to hell either the way or line. And I'm trying to be like optimistic. But this is like the game that our defense need to ball out. They like it a couple of times in offense. Our defense is very too good, but the offense is very mediocre until the fourth quarter. And we need to stay efficient for at least 4 quarters. Because all over for the last game, they're having good at scoring, but also they keep teams from being good at scoring as well. Because the last time the Raiders defeated the Broncos was 27-14 with O'Connell was a quarterback. We can do that again? I don't really think so. Because if they could win, I mean, that must be like an upset. Pretty much an upset. But I am very confident about for that game because I know we have Aston Genty, Brock Bowers, Max Crosby. I mean, it's been like a very lot. Because they're trying to support our heart and soul. But what's going to be the plan? What is going to be the plan for all around for the distance? Because you know what? The good thing is, it's time to prepare to everybody wants to feel it. And what's going to be the game plan? Check downs to Genty and Mustard. It could get ugly quick, but check downs to Genty and Bowers, 5-yard hit Roach, attack the linebackers, what's running with their weak link. But I hope they're going to win this. I hope we win. Because I know it's been having the best year, but last week, they looked like very positive against the Jacks. But probably what are the biggest game plan that we need to do it? Probably it's not going to be smoke and mirrors. The Raiders need to find a way to use the Broncos' aggressive pass rush against him. That means quick step drops, misdirection plays, basically anything that time very quickly and Kim's like constantly off balance. So they don't have much time to make big tackles for losers or sacks. And most importantly, they need to get the ball in the hands of their skilled position players, meaning Genty and Bowers. I would love to see running back screens for Genty because I think that that's going to be the best chance to make some big games. But I don't really think that we got to really cook. Yep. We're not going to get cook. No one. We got some comment right here. Do you know that you're made in God's image? Jesus love you. Yep. God bless you. And Jesus love you. Yep. I know that I've been seeing like a lot of comments just like this. And of course, it's been like a microphone issues, but we're still good. We're still good. But I don't really think that over for that game, we're going to be totally cooked. In front of the millions of people looking for entertainment on Thursday night. And to be honest right now, Geno Smith is not very good quarterback. That plus interference, why people bash him. The online is very crap. But might get the better. The defense, aside from Mats, isn't being coached like they need to be. The linebackers are average at best. Backfield is worrisome. Because I happen to think that all of it for the statements are very close to reality. If it doesn't sound right, they may take it off with the beer goggles. That team is below average, and we're the division that will explode average teams. All these most young and mostly too young to understand how to play with pride and pulse. To have an unwitting mindset who the real Raiders were. Because it's been like a long season. It's been like a long season. And you know what that means. Because I want to pray Bowser to stay in the Myers, sends the open sons to pull the mater open for Genty. We need to get the kid the ball much more than trying to force fit fucking Tucker or Lockett. It really mattered. It really mattered. Because I know the line is be really bad for the better passing protection compared to the running. But it doesn't matter for the league. Who interception who throw directly onto the D lineman as many times as it does twice in the season for the count. So maybe they're not trying to ignore this lines for the first draft and least valuable positions of football at 6. You get to the season what we look for, we see it. And I think it's fine. I think it's really fine. Because normally, if you go to the sheet, look at the things like pass rush, I honestly think that Broncos watchers are very good. We would have a chance with a semi-competitive online than the current one. But I know the screen is going to be really huge. But I don't think it's going to be really, really, really bad. But I'm just thinking that like really enough for the screen passes to really worry me a lot. And the special power we needed for, which is Brock Bowers. And what makes Bowers is very special? What makes so very special? They stay relevant. They stay relevant and they're ready to rock and roll. Because I know he scores a touchdown and they cannot wait to see like the bull strength and he was ready to rock and roll. I mean, what makes it special? Constantly, leadership, and of course, a lot of guts. So that's why he's the best tight end ever on the college football. I mean, it seems that very good enough. Yes, he's very good. I mean, besides for like the bad interceptions coming up there, I think that Brock Bowers. Sorry about that technical issues again. Yep. That's whatever happens in every live stream with the technical issues around for the microphone, the camera. I mean, I was getting ready, but sometimes it always happens live. It always happens live, and that's not very good. That's not very good enough for this right now. But you know what? Between for like the preview of Raiders versus Broncos, we get it really conventional, but also we need to do it. We need to do it, but how do we get them motivated with Geno Smith? How we get them motivated with Geno Smith under attack? Because I don't think it's going to be really easy. Really easy. And my point is, if I was a coach right here, if I would say to Geno Smith, just give the ball to Bowers and Genty. Then again, Bowers and Genty and just continue that partner is going to work. But I don't know. I don't know because he just threw 4 touchdowns. He can do it. But he just need to believe. He just need to believe. But you're just being like a really decent who had the rough start of the season. But you can check it off in a turn of stains and start running tonight. But here's the thing. You need to wake the fuck up, Geno Smith. No more interceptions. Just good accuracy or you're done. Or your ass is done. Come on, man. Come on. Because, and there's another thing. Don't hold it to the ball because you're gonna get killed. You're gonna get fucked, my man. You're gonna get really, really fucked, my man. Yep. You're just getting really, 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 really fucked. But anyways, enough of all this chanting for anything. All right, so I know this is a quick preview for Raiders versus Broncos on Thursday Night Football. Have you ever seen like the ultimate return for Derek Carr? Because I've been suffering like over the social media, and Derek Carr wants to get fully retired as a Raider for just only one day. Now, all over for the social media, they say, we cannot blame Derek Carr. He's a dumbass. But he needs to retire as a Raider for only one day as a quarterback. And I'm not kidding about this, folks. I'm not kidding about this because all over for the social media that I will see, like at Derek Carr, he wants to retire it. Because when the time comes, will Derek sign a one-day contract to retire as the Raider? And check that and say for the other. They say, I would love to do that with the Raiders, but we haven't gone for the point yet. Because I know he's kind of really different. Really different. And I've been seeing like lots of traders started. There's no anyone that couldn't make it everything. Couldn't make it of everything. But, and he was saying like it pretty much. But I would love to see that very great. Because he should. Whatever you like it or not. Because he not only rewrote the franchise record book, but also he's one of those few stable pieces in the franchise in shambles. In shambles. People like to point out the lack of playoff wins, leading two different teams to the playoffs and make constant homework. It's no joke. He wants to play for a team that's championship bound. So if tomorrow that Josh Allen goes down for the year, that will be like a scenario for him, possibility. Because there's only one time that I would love to see him back for only that reason. Only that one. Bring him for play. And the Raiders should do this. Hockey is so much better about the kind of thing, like him or not, he bleeds silver and black. Whatever you take it. And I'm getting really tired about this comment to say, after Derek Carr get gone, things are really changing. I mean, are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me? After Derek Carr left the Raiders, and I'm not kidding about this, folks. After Derek Carr traded out for Las Vegas Raiders to New Orleans Saints, the whole thing, the whole situation with Las Vegas Raiders, if it came down to hell. If it came down to hell. Because they brought Jimmy Garoppolo, they brought Geno Smith, they brought Aiden O'Connell, and wait for it, they brought Gardner Minshew. And they brought the baddest of the worst coaches, Josh McDaniels, Antonio Pierce, and then Pete Carroll. I mean, what the actual fuck they're going to think about it? So I would love to see Derek Carr coming back for only one day as retired as a Raider. And no, I'm not going to be literally glazing off. So I'm not going to be like glazing it off or Derek Carr is like, oh, no. But the point is, are you trying to get us hope for a comeback? Because you don't want to play with some emotions. It's not like the Raiders to unfuck a stupid decision because that would be like really competitive. And very capable veteran until replaced can be drafted. I mean, if you wanted to do it, just do it. Just do it. Will you plan on it? Tarantino Willis, million ball security, bring back the check down Carr. That's it. That's it. And don't tell me that it's say, oh, it's just like to be like a detention whore. How many times we've been see enough of this picture? How many times we see a lot of social comments that say that Derek Carr is worse? Come on, man. Bring him back. But they're going to get crushed with the online? I thought he was a great quarterback, but given it a possible task. Come on. You can run it back, but how? How? You gotta make it right. You gotta learn. You gotta learn and understand to Gino who's the real boss. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And to be honest right now, to be real honest, he's going to make it some things that he needed for. And yes, I'm not going to really back it to the downfall of this team of, well, the team of Derek Carr with the Raiders. But suddenly, they're not going to risk the straight value when it comes to the end. And I know it's going to really happen. What if Derek Carr could be the answer for the quarterback? I know he believes in on black, but he's really smart. What if Derek Carr is a young offensive-minded guy genius who's designated to lead the Raiders back to prominence? He mastered how many playbooks in his career? Given how many motivational speeches? I mean, come on, man. Come on. You can never erase that shit. Come on. Come on, man. And some of the fans are criticized very much about Derek Carr. Because I understand that about all the social comments that they say, oh, Derek Carr just worse, Derek Carr is a bomb. But what is wrong with some persons just like that? This franchise will never be great with the shitty moves like that. With Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly. At least we have valuable players who play with the heart and soul, just like Aston Genty, Brock Bowers, Max Crosby. I mean, first, you hired Josh McDaniels. First, you hired. Got rid of Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, and now you trade Jacoby Myers. Come on, man. You cannot make this shit up. If Derek Carr didn't get hurt in 2016, that will actually win the Super Bowl. Actually. Because they use the same formula. They use the same formula when it comes to quarterbacks. Since Rich Gannon, outside of Derek Carr, all they've done is pick it off all over for the hill quarterbacks in free agency and run into the dirt. And I'm even surprised how the season is coming up to end. And please don't tell me that I say, oh, Geno Smith and Derek Carr are the same person. This is always the same team. This is always the same team. But come on. Come on, people. And to be really, really competitive about this, on behalf of the Raider Nation, I would like to ask to you, Derek Carr, to come out of retirement and give the Raider fans something to cheer about again, including John Gruden, bringing him back. Because all over for those fans who hasn't seen a real quarterback or offense since all the left. Because for me, in my opinion, we deserve a lot. So I don't care if Derek Carr could return. I don't care that John Gruden can return. But it's going to be a sign of hope. It's a sign of hope. Because we need to get better to get better. And we don't want it to need to get worse to get worse. We need to go full experience. We need to go to youth and rebuild as soon as possible. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, we just wanted to need it. Just for only one game. Or perhaps he could be an assistant coach. As an assistant coach to get involved with the Raiders. That could be a possibility. That could be a possibility. But imagine if John Gruden then Derek Carr could be the next coaches of the Raider Nation. That'll be all the things turned around right now. And I cannot wait to see all the haters that are trash talking about Derek Carr. At least to give it a hope like a crucial play like that. With Geno Smith, we already know that we're just getting real cooked. Real cooked. And I cannot to say anything. We need to stop looking backwards. And I know the season is over, but we need to get the best. We need to get the best for at least now. And that's exactly what we need it for. That's exactly what we need it. What we need it for, ladies and gentlemen. What we need it right now is a bigger fucking change. And we need Derek Carr just only for one day to retire as a Raider. And over for the next seasons, we need John Gruden or Derek Carr to come as the coaches. Head coach, assistant head coach, I don't care. Because I know some of the motherfuckers doesn't want to agree with my opinion. Because I at least have talked with my heart. At least. Because he's very consistent. And I know there's a lot of motherfuckers that just wanted to trash talking about Derek Carr. Then since they just left Las Vegas to New Orleans, he's not very different at all. And all the things are going to be really the same because, you know why? At least we try it. We try to rebuild and we try it a lot. So don't tell me it's going to be like, oh, we need to change it a lot because after Derek Carr is gone, now we had to do with the quarterback who's very, very accurate. Just stop the cat, please. Just stop the cat because since Derek Carr left, there's thousands of quarterbacks who became a lot of trash. Gardner Minshew, Jimmy Garoppolo, and then Geno Smith. I know there's still the microphone coming off there, but I know that I'm muted. I know that I'm just muted right now. Yeah, I just wanted to check up the telephone, which is very important. Yep. I know that I have a lot of issues coming out there for the microphone. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us as the quick preview of the Thursday tailgate between Las Vegas Raiders versus Denver Broncos, the preview. And to be honest right now, I'm not going to provide, the play-by-play in Spanish because I know that I had to do so many things at home because, I'm going to join at home. I'm going to join the game at home, but I'm going to be like somewhat with the recap or something like that. But thank you very much for joining us to this incredible preview of Las Vegas Raiders versus Broncos on this episode of Straight Outta Nation. So thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a great, great, great Thursday. So I hope we see you there. Probably on the post game, probably tomorrow. So I hope you join this one. So bye-bye there. But remember, kids, there is only one nation, which is the Raider Nation, motherfuckers. There you go. Bye-bye there.